Hey y'all, it's your girl StaceNthePlace, and I'm back, and Tuxie is back as well. We got some ghosty earrings. I got a ghosty clip. We are gonna get our ghost. Oh wait, it's a skull, not a ghost. That's funny. Excuse you, sir. This is a Lego set table right now. Okay, we're not doing only paws right now. Okay, can you sit? Can everybody sit, please? Can we sit? You smell like outside. We just went outside, so they smell like. I told them I'd be like, y'all smell like photosynthesis, and they do, and they do. But let's put this little 5 spaghetti strands of hair up so it won't interfere. So it won't interfere with our Legoing. Yes. All right. I think I'm gonna put the gloves on again this time, just to play safe. And they're probably like, girl, don't be out here trying to act like, oh, I need to cut off this little string. It's driving me crazy. And they're like, girl, don't be out here trying to act like you need workers' comp to be out here building Legos. And I do. And I will if I need to. Right, guys? Yeah, you guys are hanging out. I can't believe they're so intrigued. You guys intrigued? Are you ready to be spooky, darling? Yes, we're so ready to be spooky. We love spooky stuff, Mom. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's contain the mess for now. Okay, it looks like we have more pieces in this one. And I think we're about to build the mansion for reals, because there's so much green. Green. Like our greeny treats. Or green. Like money that buys our greeny treats. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. So first we're going to put together a Frankenstein. A Frankenweenie. Oh, wow. He's got some like overarching eyebrows and head. But I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're Frankenstein. He's a monster. Oh, the little monster. All right. He's a little monster, Tuxie. What do you think? Does he look green enough? Is he green enough for the Frankenstein party? Is he green? Can he ride on you? Can you give him a ride? Give him a ride back to the lair? Nope. He's going to have to find his own way to the operator room. All right. Okay, let's build this house. Let's see. So first, Tuxie, let's start with our shapes. Don't worry about Sterling. She's doing a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is an octagon. Why is it an octagon, darling? Oh, because it's 8 sides, Mom. Exactly. You're so smart, darling. You're so smart. Okay, so, I wonder, I would assume that kids nowadays still learn those shape names. But then part of me is like, why did we even learn those? Like, why do I need to know that this is an octagon? I don't know, but it was helpful for the skelly little shoulder arm thing, because I knew I needed a 6-sided bolt, so at least I picked up the hexagon one and not the wrong one, because that would have been tragic. For sure, you're right on. Y'all, I am so tempted. I really want to just like burn some Halloween candles, but like it's still so warm outside that it just doesn't feel right. And I mean, I feel like there's probably a science behind it, but I just feel like when you warm up a scent that's like naturally not naturally made to be warm, but like it's kind of like eating hot soup in the summer. If you're craving it and you could just care less and you got the air conditioning on full blast, and it's like no big deal. But if you feel a some type of way, then like it's not gonna hit the same. And that's how I feel about my little winter and fall candles. Is like I want to burn them because I want to smell that smell, but like maybe if I just don't go outside. do I need to go outside today other than taking the dogs out? And maybe when I take them out, I'll just like imagine that I'm in a sauna at some fancy resort somewhere that I have no business being in. Maybe, just maybe, that might like, help my brain, help my brain be like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, everything's fine, it's still winter, darling. Or like how, how you see those people on the shows and they'll be at a resort in the mountains of all places, and honey, they out here bikini. I was getting ready to say a word and I caught myself. Boobs to the wind. I was going to say the one that starts with a T, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It might be inappropriate, but those to the wind in a bikini in the little, it's not a whirlpool. What is that thing called? Jacuzzi. And I'm just like, a jacuzzi can't be jacuzzi and jacuzzi enough to be out there in a bathing suit. And it's like freezing, literally freezing because there's snow in the background. What? It just doesn't make sense to my mind. I'm like, I'd be like them old people. I'd be like, and that's what happens. You be out here wearing these short little outfits in the winter, and next thing you know, you got pneumonia in your behind, as the old people say. And it's so wild how like it would be the craziest phrases, and like you don't really think of anything of it when you're a kid because you're just like, well, they said I'll catch pneumonia in my behind, but like as you get older and you get, I guess, more into science and literal things, you're just like, first of all, pneumonia's in the lungs. Second of all, like, say what now? But I don't know, y'all. Like, sometimes the old people be on the stuff, so I just let them live and enjoy the stories. But I don't know. I cannot fathom it. Like, I just feel like there's no amount of liquor that I could drink to make a thick enough liquor coat to like go and get in the jacuzzi. Because then if you get in it, like when you're in it, oh, it's great, it's nice and warm, and you have to be like so submerged in there. I mean, don't be in there having your shoulders out. It's gonna be you're gonna have to do the shoulder lean or something like that in there to survive. But I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I have to try it. If I ever try it, y'all will be the first to know, okay? Yeah. But I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Because I just, like, when do you get out? Do you ever get out? And then if you get out, like, is your body warm enough to keep the residual wetness from the jacuzzi? Like, can your body keep the drips warm enough so that when you get out, you don't get frosty, right? Like, is this how they create snowmen? I don't know. I mean, I'm just being silly, but like, I can't wrap my head around it because, oh my gosh, like the thought of getting out would be awful because it's like, then you got to go back to this treacherous, cold weather, and you wet too. Sensory nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. I've always just wondered. So maybe one day I'll be brave. I have, however, I will say I've done the cold plunge at a resort. Well, it's not a resort. It was a spa. I'm trying to remember, where was that spa? Was it Hawaii? It was somewhere we went. And we went to the spa and they had this cold plunge tub. And so I don't know what it is, but sometimes like I'm very like, I'm going to order the same thing every time because I know what I'm going to get. And I'm not taking any risks. And then other times, like, I'll just be a daredevil. And so my husband and I were there. And we had like our little massages and stuff. And we went to the little like water garden. And so it's hot. I mean, I guess this would be the inverse of what I was describing, but it was hot as blazes out there, okay? Sweating. And they had a cold plunge tub. And so I don't know, maybe sometimes I have a competitive spirit. I'll admit that sometimes, not all the time. But he was like, "Oh, are you gonna get in? Oh, like, are we gonna try the cold plunge? But it's probably gonna be really, really cold, right?" And I'm like, "He ain't finna see me look like no wuss. Yeah, if he gonna do it, I'ma do it. Oh, for real. And if he thinks that I'm not gonna do it, I'ma double down and do it like all the way. I'ma be up in there, okay? Plunge me out, cause I'm finna go in." So, like an idiot, I jumped in there. It was cold. Okay? Shiver me freaking timbers. No joke. And I'm in there, and like, y'all, when I tell y'all, you know that feeling of like, when you fool around and find out and you didn't put your gloves on because you're like, "Oh, I don't feel like putting gloves on. I already got my jacket on. I'm going to just keep my hands in my pocket." Dumb. I do it multiple times still to this day, but dumb. And after a while, you know, you'd be like, "Oh, let me get a hot little beverage. Let me just warm up my hands a little. You know, it'll be fine." But your fingers are like piercing, freezing cold. It hurts. It's no joke. The last time I remember this happening is in Chicago, because it was cold as all get out up there. And you just, you know, it just feels like frost, like your fingers are becoming frostbitten. Realistically, you're not that cold yet, but like in your mind, that's what you're thinking. And so that's how I felt all over, lady parts included, whole body felt all over. It was like I'm trying to think of like what menacing character it could have been. I don't know, but it just felt like I was just submerged into icicles, and like I could just like feel the pain just like all over my body all at once creeping in. But what did I do? I stayed in it like an idiot, because I was like, can't let him see. He can't think that I'm a wuss. I'm tough. I'm a tough girl. Okay, right, Tuxie? You said we built Ford tough around here, even though we don't like Fords, but we built Ford tough, right? So we built Chevy tough. That's right. So yeah, like an idiot, I did that. It was fun though. I feel like my husband was impressed. I don't know. He probably laughed at me, but it's cool. That's what I'm here for. The laughs, the giggles, and the fun and the peace. Right, Tuxie? That's right, baby. Okay. So yeah, I guess maybe that would be similar, but it would be the inverse. But I feel like the inverse would be more painful. But I don't know, because it's like, if you get out of it, I don't know why I'm like stuck on this right now. Like, if I could, I would book me a trip to Aspen right now, just so I could try this out for you guys and report back. Right? Is that what we should say? Be like, we need a brand trip so our mom can go and try out a jacuzzi in the snow, please and thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious about it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, let's stop daydreaming about this fancy lifestyle and move on with real life. And this haunted mansion. Dun, dun, dun. It's always so tough with like the windows, because I try to get them so that the words are on the inside. But like, realistically, does it even really matter? Text, does it really matter? No. Okay. Let's see. I do pay attention though to like these little bricks, these two. I don't know, two circle bricks. I don't know, but like they'll have the like a real bricklayer laid them on that side, and then this side is just a straight line. So I don't know. I'm very like anal and serious about these. I don't mess around, right, Tux? We don't mess around with the two circle bricks. We make sure they all face the same side. Exactly, boo. Oh man, I've been wondering like what are the dogs gonna be for Halloween? Like they have so many Halloween costumes, so I guess one day we just need to go through them and make a decision. Right, Tuxie? So what are you talking about, Willis? It could be Halloween every day. Okay. Oh, Tuxie, we got a little bench. Or not bench, but like a little, I don't know, a little broken shutter. Yeah, a little broken shutter. They're shut in there. Oh wow. Excuse you, sir. Don't be out here flicking your little doggy dandruff on me. I got my own dandruff to worry about. I ain't got time for you to be putting extra dandruff on me, sir. Get that dirt off your shoulder somewhere else. Yeah. I don't know why. It's like, it's so irrational. But it's just something about like when your dogs, like if you're holding your dog or something and then they'll decide like, oh, it's time for me to move and go play or to go do other things. And then they get up and then they do that little shake off. And I'd be like, I know you not over here shaking off like you trying to act like I'm dirty. Okay. Like, I know you ain't. And he is. And he do. It's a mess. But like, I know that it's not personal, but y'all, it be feeling personal. Tuxie, is it personal? Tell us the truth. You can tell us. You don't want to tell us the truth? Wow. I thought we were cool. Not in front of Sterling? Okay. Sterling's behind the camera, trying to be the camera crew, but she's just eating all the treats and food. I guess she's a green. Oh, now that I talked about her, here she comes. Let's watch. Here she comes. She cuts out. Meanwhile, your girl Winnie over here in the corner. Yes, you, off camera, on a blanket. That girl is always on a blanket and on a pillow. She lives the life of luxury. She doesn't want to be bothered with us peasants building things. Right, Tux? She's not cool like us. She's not a creative. She's giving me the side eye. Tux, please don't get active. Don't get active, bro. They might get active because I think our neighbors are having something delivered or something. But I heard like this big, heard a big truck outside. So that might be. If Winnie starts barking and acting crazy, that's what it is this time. I told y'all she's the fun police, but nobody wants to believe me. Right, Tux? She's a fun police. She never lets us have any fun. I know. She's a fun police for sure. For sure, you're right on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like, I had no earthly idea. So... now I feel bad because I just thought about it, but I'm going to tell y'all anyways. So, there's a show. Y'all know I love Game of Thrones and House of Dragon. Unleash the Dragon. But there's this other show. It's called, I want to say it has the word king in it. Maybe heaven? No, that feels too religious. King, is it Thieves? How did I go from heaven to thieves? Just don't ask. It's something, but it has a character from the show Game of Thrones, or the King. Oh, I should have looked this up, but like my brain is just like, no, ma'am. Please pour more coffee. Please pour more coffee for support. Man, I can't remember who it is. It's somebody, and they're from the shows, and they're in this new show, and it apparently came out, I think it's on HBO. Is it on HBO? But that wouldn't make sense that it's on HBO, because then it would be competing. It's on a show. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to let you know. But either way, there's this show that I could have been watching that could have been a nice little supplement for my desire of not being able to watch Game of Thrones and House of Dragon. Also, like, how do we feel? I don't know. I'm excited for House of Dragon to be coming back next year, but I just feel some kind of way. Like, when we were growing up and we would be like, oh, old people are so old and crotchety, they hate change, and da 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 da. And now, at the prime age of 35, the old people were right a little bit. I mean, some of the stuff, they were a little off the chain, a little too, doing too much. But when it comes to TV shows, they were right. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good binge. However, this whole, like, oh, we're going to give you, well, first there's Netflix with this foolishness of, like, we're going to give you a sandwich, okay? We're going to give you the first half so you can, like, binge, but not the whole season, not too much. And then we want you to go on a diet for, like, 2 months, I don't know, sometimes half a year, and then we'll come back with the other half, just long enough for you to forget what the heck was going on. And then you have these other shows that pop up like once a week, and they're trying to get back to the old school way that it was, but I'm just like, don't be out here doing this foolishness, and then you only give us like 8 episodes. They'd be like, yeah, but our 8 episodes is jam-packed. The devil is a liar. Like, it's not enough. We need more, okay? The world is falling apart. We need our distractions. Like, come on, man. I can only be out here bouncing around from these witchery shows and stuff like that, but so much before I go back to Old Faithful and be watching HGTV. Because HGTV, it's always something on. It's always something different. But they are cutting up. They are showing out. But yeah, it's like wild. But I need to get back into, I don't know. I was watching Outlander, which was pretty good. But I don't know. It just gets tiring because it's like she kept going back to say, Jamie, I love you, and all this stuff. And it's just like, I'm a witch from the 15th, 16th century. Don't burn me, but I'm living. I'm saving the other witches. Oh, I had a baby in the 21st century, but I'm going to go back to see my man in the 14th century. And I was just like, girl, every time I said, Jamie, like, what? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, like, I'm just saying that because I'm frustrated. Like, I promise, it was an entertaining show. It got a little hot and steamy every now and then. It kind of reminded me of, like, Sons of Anarchy, where, like, you're supposed to watch it for, like, oh, the history. Even though I don't know if the history is accurate or not, but it's like, you're supposed to be watching it to be, oh, this time period and how it was for women back in the day, and da 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 da. But then it gets hot and steamy. You're like, tell me more, But then you can only do that but so much, okay? You can only do that but so much. I was just getting fed up, so I had to let that dream go. But I don't know. Maybe it's time for me to get back into it. But yeah, there's that. I finished Beauty in Black. What other show? Ginny and Georgia. Come to find out, honey, who is behind is yours truly. I had no earthly idea. So I started the 3rd season. Completely forgot that I did not finish it. So that's fun. So I gotta get back to it. Wow, I put the piece on the wrong side. See, out here cutting up, talking about these hot and steamy TV shows. But yeah, I gotta finish the 3rd season, and the 4th season is out. I'm like, by golly gee whiz, I have to keep it together. But yeah, like, these shows be irritating because I'm like, either, I don't know what I want, the usual consumer. Because then I'm like, I wouldn't mind if they went back to, like, here's an episode every week. But then it would piss me off when we would get near the holidays and they'd be like, oh, we're taking a winter holiday break. We'll catch you in January. And I'm like, I'm here. I'll be here until January. What am I supposed to do for these 4-something weeks? And then to piss you off even more, they would do it around Thanksgiving. And I'm just like, okay, we eating turkey on one Thursday and out of 1 week out of this whole month, and you mean to tell me we gonna stop? We just gonna stop and leave us on the freaking cliffhanger a whole week before Thanksgiving, and you expect for us to be calm until January? And then it wouldn't even come out the first week of January, because you know they would use the little excuse of, oh, well, you know, it's, we still have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Don't nobody care. New Year's, same old crap. Like, give us the freaking episodes. Oh my gosh. So, like, I could feel that way, but I don't know. I just feel like they're playing with us, you know? Like, it's hard not to take it personal. And then, you know, then you get to binge some, but these binging episodes are like 8 episodes, and there's no closure. There's just, I don't know. I feel like they're playing games with us, and I don't appreciate it. And I just want to watch start to finish and enjoy it, or, you know, every week you're just hitting me up. Like the soap operas. The soap operas don't play those games. But then if we be out here watching soap operas, then people be talking smack. But anyways, whatever. No one cares listening to me complain about TV shows. So here's what we've got so far. We have our little tree, side windows. Okay, then we have our 2 little hats right here. You know, you got the, hey, Mr. Postman. And then I guess this is like some like British person or a pirate maybe. Maybe it's a pirate hat. But then what's the other hat? Because you can't have a pirate and a mailman. Like, well, I guess it could be Renaissance ghosts and goons. Oh, well, I mean, we already got the little tree that's turned into a goblin, so I don't know. I guess it's on brand for that. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me while we put together part 2 of this little Halloween mansion. Let's see. So I'm just curious to see how many bags are left. We got 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So we got a little something. I guess the house is going to be smaller than I anticipated it to be. But it's cool. You know what? It's all fun and games at the Halloween Haunted Mansion. Anyhow, I hope that you are having a wonderful October. I hope that you understand and can empathize with my feelings about these TV shows. They are just, it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm like, our attention spans are already short. Just feed us, please. But anyhow, I hope that I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Can you say bye? No, you're already tired. I'm sick and tired of this, Mom. Okay. Tuxie's not tired. Tuxie's my ride or die. Right, bud? Yeah. Yeah, you jumped. You weren't ready for the glove hand? No.